No, I don't usually have a third or a second, but today I am having a third. And who knows, perhaps a fourth. We'll have to see, won't we? Today, I am in the act of altering outcomes. I know a great deal about altering outcomes. I am a physicist assistant, which is a hard thing to say. I am also a physicist because you have to be one when you assist one. We are the people who first discovered the truth about altering outcomes by observing experiments. We discovered that when we peek at a particle, our little peek can be the very stimulus that turns the particle into a wave. But we'll never know for sure, because when we say we know because we peaked, we also don't know because we peaked. Physicists are experts in the world of the tiny. I work with things so small that I can't even think about them, because if I think about them, there's nothing there. And there's nothing more panic-inducing than having your thought disappear mid-think, or no, there is something more panic-inducing. And that's when you discover mid-experiment that the law determining your particle's trajectory has changed. And the laws are constantly changing. You turn your back on physics for 15 minutes, you're obsolete. We have a computer terminal in New Haven, and all it's doing is logging new information that is being discovered around the world. And there's always something coming through. There's always something new. An old law is being updated, or some law I've never heard of is being posited, and I work at staying current because surprises in physics can be very scary. Do you know the scariest thing about physics? Well, no, we can't know the scariest thing about physics, because the scariest thing about physics is always changing. And that's a pretty scary thing about physics. But one of the scariest things about physics, if you believe in physics, and it's kind of like believing in God. I mean, there's a lot of faith in physics because you can't see any of it. But one of the scariest things about physics is that it makes your dreams real, your nightmares actual. You really were standing naked in front of your dissertation committee. Not only that, your faculty advisor, who smirked at your nakedness in the dream, had that same look on his face when you ran into him in the faculty lounge. But maybe that was a dream too. Not only your dreams, the dreams of others, the thoughts of others. It matters what people think of you, because if someone thinks that you're an asshole, that means that an atomic particle-sized asshole of you exists, and that you are in some way, albeit very tiny, an asshole. But today, all the scary things about physics have saved me, saved my life, and saved my sanity. How? I know that tiny modifications alter outcomes. a peak at a particle, an elevated temperature, the wrong pressure, changed outcome. A third drink today at the bar. That's how little it takes to change an outcome. So, when for the first time in 12 years that I did not buy a lottery ticket with my same 6 lottery numbers that I have been playing every week without fail since I was 22, I barely even blinked when I saw all 6 of them in a row in the daily paper. Not for a minute did I chastise myself for forgetting to buy a lottery ticket on Saturday, because I know that even if I had remembered to play those winning numbers, that action alone would have been enough to change the universe just enough to alter the outcome. I wouldn't have won even if I had remembered to play 2, 10, 15, 20, 47, 55. 2, 10, 15, 20, 47, 55. 2, 10, 15, 20, 47, 55. Right?